Hey, welcome to XRP Insight. Before we begin, make sure you like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you want to stay ahead of what could be a once-in-a-lifetime financial shift. Right now, everyone is watching Bitcoin, but the real move, the one that will actually reshape the global financial system, isn't happening on social media or in price charts. It's happening quietly, inside boardrooms, banking consortiums, and global settlement infrastructure. That move involves XRP, not as speculation, not as hype, but as a core settlement asset for the next generation of money. History always works the same way. People ignored the internet in the early 1990s. They laughed at Amazon. Taxi unions dismissed Uber. And yet history never asks for permission. It moves forward, suddenly and decisively. Today, we're going to show you how that transformation is already underway. There's a group most people never talk about. They don't chase headlines. They don't post on social media. They operate the plumbing of the global financial system. While the media focuses on Bitcoin ETF inflows and meme coin hype, this group is quietly rebuilding the financial rails that move trillions every single day. We're talking about the DTCC, the Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation, along with the World Bank, the IMF, the BIS, central banks, cross-border payment regulators, and settlement authorities. Every year, the DTCC settles over $200 trillion worth of U.S. securities. That's not theory, that's the backbone of global finance. And now they've made something very clear. T+2 and T+1 settlement models are no longer sufficient. The future demands real-time, final, and globally synchronized settlement. Legacy systems simply cannot support that. What's required is a neutral settlement asset, deep liquidity, instant routing, regulatory compliance, ISO 20022 compatibility, and seamless interbank messaging. That description does not fit Bitcoin. It does not describe Ethereum, but it does describe XRP. In official publications that rarely make headlines, the DTCC has confirmed that traditional financial assets will be tokenized and that real-time settlement infrastructure must support this shift. Let that sink in. More than $100 trillion in global assets are expected to migrate into tokenized settlement networks. Even if XRP facilitated just a fraction of that flow, the scale would far exceed today's market valuation. This isn't speculation, it's basic liquidity math. This is what it feels like to see the train coming while everyone else is still debating horses. And it goes deeper. A former senior executive of DTCC, one of the architects of the modern securities settlement framework, now sits on Ripple's board of directors. That's not coincidence, that's institutional continuity, transferring knowledge from the old system into the new one. At the same time, global identity and transaction standards now integrate Ripple-enabled messaging, authentication, settlement handoffs, and liquidity synchronization. Ripple isn't trying to replace banks, it's building the rails banks already rely on. Now let's talk about price, not hype, but mechanics. Settlement assets don't rise smoothly. They move in steps, triggered by adoption and utility, not speculation. First comes awareness and early positioning. Then institutional access opens. Next, large-scale settlement routes activate. Finally, tokenization integrates directly into clearing and settlement systems. At that point, XRP stops behaving like a tradable coin and starts functioning as infrastructure. Just like oil powered industry, just like fiber optics power the internet, XRP powers the movement of real-world value. Infrastructure always comes first, adoption follows, valuation comes last. Right now, the foundations are already built, the standards are aligned, the messaging rails are live. What remains is the activation event. Watch the synchronization cycles, the banking settlement realignments, and the annual system recertifications that quietly reshape markets. When these switches flip, there is no press conference, no warning. Old rails one day, new rails the next. That's how real financial change happens. You have two choices: react after the move or understand the shift before it becomes obvious. History has quiet moments and then moments that change everything. This is one of those quiet moments. Bitcoin may dominate attention, but XRP is quietly taking its final shape. Stay sharp, set alerts, and let me know your thoughts in the comments. This channel exists to bring you the truth about XRP, global banking changes, and the transfer of wealth already in motion. Don't sit on the sidelines. Learn, adapt, and stay ahead.